Hello, this is NinjaBob and Brian, Brian my cat. Welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video. This is Trophy Town. In this series, if you've not seen it before, we are making a series of different monuments and buildings dedicated to the original Trophy Challenge series that I did, where we got all 29 of the PSN trophies from start to finish. In today's episode we are going to be finishing off a trophy that I started in the last episode, which was dedicated to the benchmarking trophy. We will head over to Trophy Town in just a second and we will continue working. Where are we? It's the middle of the day, so we've got plenty of time hopefully. Let's just pop down and say a quick hello to Steve and Cassandra, because I noticed just there that Cassandra appears to have done something. Cassandra, what have you done? You've done something different to your hair now, haven't you? Steve, yeah, Steve's just looking like Steve, no change there, but Cassandra looks very different. What do you think, Steve? Do you like it? Are you two getting on? You'd fallen out a little bit last time. Are you back being friends again? Oh, you still seem a little bit cold with each other. Honestly, guys, perhaps it's all this changing your hair and stuff. Perhaps you've got to stop changing. You just got to accept each other for what you are. Come on. Be friends, guys. Be friends. Anyway, right. That's enough of that. Let's head over to Trophy Town and get this last building. This building finished. It's not the last building by any stretch. This is actually the third building out of 29. We'll talk about those when we get there, I guess. That what we're going to do today, though, if you saw the last episode, you'll know what we did is we got up to we finished the outside of our building, which is a giant crafting table. But what we didn't do was get to do the interior, and we're going to do the interior sort of similar to the outside, but we're going to use some different materials and make it look a little bit more fancy, because so far it's just made of wood. There we go, it's Trophy Town. It's coming together, isn't it? The building's starting to come together. Just briefly though, before we get into anything, I just want to add somebody to the tribute trail. Today we are going to be adding somebody called Oreo Cat. Oreo Cat is somebody who follows me on Twitter, and that did a channel art graphic for me. A little pic. I'll put it on the screen now. Have a little look at this. I think this is really cool. This is something I think they do as a hobby, and they mentioned it to me on Twitter, and I said I'd like one. And yeah, this is what they did. I think it looks really quite cool, and I'm really grateful for it. So Oreo Cat, welcome to the tribute trail, and thank you, Brian. How are you doing, mate? Come on, let's go and get on with some work, shall we? So yeah, this is the Getting Wood building that we built. This is the taking inventory building. Over there is our work in progress, which is for the benchmarking trophy. So yeah, it's obviously, well, actually not obviously, but it's a giant crafting table which it's sunk into the ground, so it's difficult to see from here. But let's pop up this hill and give you a bit of an overview. So in between videos I've not done a huge amount of work, to be honest. I've added some torches just to light it up a little bit. There you can see there it's a giant crafting table. I've stuck some torches around there, and I've finished off the outside, the details on the outside. If you look at the side of a real crafting table, you can see it's got these sort of bits around the edges here, so I've done those on there. But so far the interior is completely bare, and that's what we're going to work on today. We're going to work on the interior. What we want to do first of all is I want to get rid of these. I only put these up temporarily last time just so that I could see what I was doing, but they are not going to be part of the design, so let's get rid of those. Oops, that axe is way too powerful. I love it though. I love my axe. By far the best axe I've ever had in this game. Anyway, so let's head over here. I think I can hear. Can anybody else hear growling? No? Brian, you're no good to me there, mate. I need to get into that chest. I thought I could hear a zombie growling or something. Today, we are going to use the dye. You might remember in the last episode I picked up a load of dye at the start of the episode, but then didn't use it, and you might have been wondering why. Well, this is why. We are going to stain some of this clay. I've got some more clay I think I left in the furnaces, so let's grab that while we're here. I think one more. Yep, there you go. I don't even know if I need as much as that, but that's what I made. Now primarily we're going to use orange, I believe. Now let's go over here. There we go. This is the new stained clay area. We do need some black, probably just a couple of those. You get you get, yeah, that's right. No, you get 8. So you use one dye and you can stain 8 pieces of clay. So that's quite good. It's quite efficient. So we want some orange. I believe we need 8 or 9. I think of these. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 for luck. Yellow. We don't need too much yellow. We just need a couple. In fact, we don't even need a couple. I think just probably 1. Did I do black? Yeah, what did I do? Oh, I haven't done brown yet, so I do need some brown. Not exactly sure how much brown, actually. Quite a bit, I think. Let's leave it at that for now. Oh, it's getting dark already. I'll tell you what, but rather than getting into any trouble with the beasties, let's go and have a very quick sleep. and then we'll crack on and get on with some work. In fact, I'm going to cut ahead. Right, there we go. That saved a little bit of time. Too much time wasted in my videos watching me sleep. Let's go and get on with some work. That's what we're here for. So, we've got our clay. We are also going to need some glowstone. I think I've brought glowstone with me. Yes, I have. Do I need any other materials? I don't think I do. I need some wood. Quite a bit of wood. And I also need, I'm going to nick this one, I'm going to need a crafting table. You'll see why in a second. We're going to use this, it's going to have, it's not going to be a huge purpose to this building. Let's face it, you can put a crafting table pretty much anywhere. But we are going to make them into a bit of a feature in this building. So let's put our crafting table down first and foremost, and we're going to put it here. And we're going to put it there for a particular reason, but we'll see that in a second. Now what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and mirror the design of a crafting table, but using the stained clay. So we need that, and we need that. So let's get those down there. Now let's start in the corners with the yellow. We're going to go here and here, so that's mirroring the birch at the top there. So we'll put the yellow in each corner. Then we're going to use black. You'll notice, I don't know if you've ever used stained clay before, but everything, this is black stained clay, but you can see it in my hand there, it's not very black. Everything is a little bit brownish. It always looks a little bit like the hardened clay, which is sort of an orangey colour, but I really like that, and I think it's perfect for this design. I think it's perfect. If you look at a real crafting table, it has got a sort of orangey tinge to it, so I think that's absolutely perfect for this. Now this is where we're going to use the orange, and I think the orange looks awesome. So let's get this all laid down. I do love orange, it's one of my favourite colours. For anything really. That's why I like Brian so much, isn't it, mate? Yes, it is. So yeah, I do love orange. Sorry. So I think this looks awesome, and then what we're going to do next is get some brown laid down to mirror the pattern that goes on the top of a crafting table. Let's get this orange laid down first. I'm not sure how long this will take, actually. I think we'll actually get this done fairly quickly. So whether we'll have time to maybe think about the next building, I'm not entirely sure. The next one that I did, the next trophy that I got, have I got enough on me? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Ah, look, I'm not too short or something, isn't it? Yeah. How annoying. Right, quick, let's go and grab some more on the crafting table. Yeah, sorry, so I'm doing these buildings in the order that I got the trophies in the original series. And I believe in the original series, the next trophy I got was called Time to Strike, which you got for crafting a wooden sword. So that's probably what I'll do next, to be honest, is build a giant wooden sword. Not quite sure how or where, but it's obviously going to be on the Bronze Boulevard because it's a bronze trophy. But I'm not 100% sort of where I'm going to locate it, and I don't want to just do too many pixel art things, you know. I want things to be a bit like this, where it's sort of, yes, it is just a giant crafting table, and I guess you could say it's sort of pixel art, but it's got a bit of a purpose to it, you know. Not much of a purpose, this one, I must admit. It's basically just a giant crafting table with crafting tables inside it. But, you know, at least it's going to hopefully look nice. I think it looks very... it kind of reminds me of like sort of old 1970s movies, you know, all the orange, brown, yellow. There's something very 1970s about this design, but I really like it. I really like it. It's a real retro design. So yeah, somewhere else out here, we're a little bit short of brown as well, so let's make some more brown. Somewhere on Bronze Boulevard outside this building, I need to do something for the Time to Strike trophy. So not 100%. Maybe if you've got a suggestion, by all means put it in the comments. But I am thinking at the moment, I'm thinking a giant wooden sword. We'll make it out of wood, I think. Although the clay looks really good. I really like this clay. What do I want? Yeah, oh, sorry, that's what we're missing. Crafting tables. So let's get some more crafting tables. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to use these for sort of decorative purposes as well as functional purposes. They are now part of the floor. So that works nicely there. Let's get some light in here now. Lots of glowstone. Glowstone is a pretty expensive material, but all I do, to be honest, is I just reset the nether every now and then, go back and grab some more, so you never really run out. And if you've got something silk touch, then you don't even have to worry about crafting it. You just go and silk touch it and get it as it is. So yeah, I'm quite happy to use as much glowstone as possible. I've been resetting the nether fairly regularly lately, so that I can get the withers to spawn. There's some sort of glitch where the wither skeletons stop spawning after a while. Look at that. I love it. I love it. Look. Oh, I'm well pleased with that. Something needs to happen in the corners. I think they're a bit gloomy, so I think I'm going to put a little bit more glowstone into the corners there, just to keep the corners lit up. I don't think anything would spawn in here, to be honest. But let's get some crafting tables. Let's do some more crafting tables. That way we get to enjoy the design of the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, done one too many. Never mind. What I want is to make sort of pillars in the corners. Out of crafting tables. Why not? Why not? I can't think of a good reason why not. And I think that will just about do it. What was I saying? I was talking about the nether, wasn't I? So I think possibly in the next episode, I may well skip doing the next monument and actually do the wither. There's no trophies involved in that, but it's something I've never actually done. Do you like it? Do you like this, Brian? I must admit, I'm really pleased with this. It's not the most useful building in the world, but I really like it. There's a bit of me that's wishing that maybe I'd done this on the outside and not the inside, but I think that's pretty cool. When you go outside, it looks fairly ordinary. It's just a giant wooden crafting table, but then you get inside, and wow, look at that! Yeah, it's almost like an old 70s disco or something, isn't it? With all the glowstone on the floor. Now then, I'm wondering. I know. I was wondering what to do with the floor. I know exactly what to do with the floor. Let's do crafting tables. You can never have too many crafting tables, can you? Let's face it, never have too many. So if we do this here like that, make sure we place one there. And Brian, that's really awkward, mate. Come on. Come on. I know you're enjoying the orange. I know you are, and I'm enjoying it too. But come on. I want to get this thing finished. There we go. He's out. Right. So let's place that there. There we go. Cool. And all it needs now is a door. Why did I walk away? I was walked away for a crafting table. There's crafting tables everywhere. Let's make ourselves a door. We want to place this from the outside. Now this is quite awkward. Ah, yes. What you have to do is crouch. If you crouch, then you can place onto a crafting table like that. Otherwise, you just keep getting the crafting table opening up. But there you go. I'm really pleased with this. Really, really pleased with this. Let's go back outside and have another look. Yeah, this is great. From the outside it looks sort of so ordinary, doesn't it? It's sort of just a big wooden building, but then you have a little look inside there and look at all the colours. Yeah, perfect. So, right, let's get back onto what I was saying. We're going to do a sword, a wooden sword. I haven't quite decided exactly where I want it. I'm sorry, my phone keeps going off in the background. I normally put everything on silent, but I've forgotten today. Yeah, we're going to put a big wooden sword somewhere here. Not really enough room, because if we make a big wooden sword, it'll be like 16 blocks tall and 16 blocks wide, so, and maybe it needs to go in this corner. I'll decide in between videos. I don't think I am going to start it today. I think what I may actually do is cut the episode slightly short so that I can get myself prepared and make some plans, because I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of landscaping. Actually, let's do that now, shall we? We'll do that now, and I'll finish saying what I was saying about the nether. What I'm going to do in the what I've been doing in the nether is getting it to reset. Because there's some sort of bug at the moment, which I believe is being fixed in the next update. But there's some sort of bug at the moment where when you first visit the Nether, there's lots of wither skeletons and lots of normal skeletons, and it's pretty tasty actually. This you do want to make sure you're properly armed and properly got full armor and everything. Oh, careful, Brian. Let's get you away from there, otherwise it's going to be an accident. Yeah, there's normally a quite a lot when you get down there. It's like I say, it's pretty full on the first time you go, but it's really difficult to get the wither skulls off of the skeletons. They don't drop very often, so you do have to you have to be there for quite a while to get them. But what happens is you'll come back. Maybe you come back for some materials, or because your inventory's full up or whatever, so you come back to the overworld. But when you go back again, nothing spawns. I say nothing. There's normally some zombie pigmen wandering about, but you're lucky if you see more than 1 or 2 wither skeletons, and I'm not quite sure what that's all about. So hopefully that's going to get fixed in the next patch. But what I've been doing instead is just resetting the nether every time. So every time I go down there, it's a new nether. And I say new, it's not new, it's the same layout, because obviously the seed doesn't change, but you get everything respawned, so everything spawns from scratch, including the glowstone. And that's why, like I was saying, that's why I use so much glowstone everywhere, because you could do that as often as you like. I hope that stays. I hope that stays as a feature forever, you know, being able to reset the nether, because, yeah, it's really useful. I've not really made much use of nether rack, to be honest, nether rack or nether bricks. My nether fortress actually is a bit disappointing. There's not much of a fortress at all, but there is a fortress there. I'm landscaping this, and I think by default what I'm going to end up with is the... it's just a question of what side. I was about to say I think the sword is going to end up going here. I'm just not sure whether I do it on the left here. Maybe I could do it, say, here, but going across the path. That could be quite cool. Yeah, okay, that's something to think about. Yeah, okay. Not really thought about. The only thing is, I think it does need to be a wooden sword. I do need to do a wooden sword, I think, because that's what the trophy's for. If you saw the original Trophy Challenge series, I had a lot of trouble with all of that, because I'd want to skip ahead and make sort of stone tools and stuff, but you don't get the trophies for making the stone. You've got to make a wooden sword. You've got to make a wooden axe. And there was one particular episode where I got very frustrated and very annoyed, because it seemed that I was doing all the right things, but I wasn't. I was making stone tools instead of wooden tools. So anyway, I think I'm going to end the episode here. It's slightly shorter than usual, I know, but I'm going to get myself prepared and have a little think about where this sword is going to go. But when I come back here, I think actually, yeah, I think the right place is where I've just said. I think it does need to be round here on the left, and it's just a question of whether I have it going sort of side to side, or whether I think I'm going to have it going across the path, so that you sort of walk underneath it. We'll have a big wooden sword going right across there. I think that will look quite good. I just need to make a bit more space for myself. I need to dig this out slightly further, and give myself a bit of space to do this. But I think for the time being, it's getting dark again. We don't want to tackle the beasties. So me and Brian, we will thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye!